In this episode of the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, we are piecing it all together with Dana Wilson, a certified trichologist, a Sisterlocks consultant, and the visionary behind Hair Cares Inc. Dana brings her wealth of experience to the mic, sharing how she's transforming the hair care industry by empowering stylists and clients alike. Listen, you don't want to move. You're here with us on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, episode 760, and we're going to get started right after this quick intro.
Whoa. Why y'all so happy?
You don't know? Sharvette Mitchell is on the radio.
It's time to get motivated, excited, and influenced. Why? It's the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, live from Richmond, Virginia. And now, here to motivate, excite, and influence you, Sharvette Mitchell.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, broadcasting live from the capital city of Richmond, Virginia, but heard and seen all across the World Wide Web. Thank you for everyone that is live streaming with us. Listen, you could be on Facebook, you might be in LinkedIn, you might be over on YouTube, you might be on Twitch, you might be on Instagram. We are excited to have you joining us because the goal of this show is to motivate, excite, and influence, and we're going to do just that. Certainly welcome to all of our new listeners and watchers. I'm Sharvette Mitchell, CEO of Mitchell Productions. Mitchell Productions is a marketing and professional development firm based here in Richmond, Virginia. And you heard correctly. Yes, this is episode 760. What a nice round number, right? I see the hearts coming in already. I see the hearts and the likes coming in already. So we invite you, if you are live, to comment wherever you are watching. We certainly recognize those of you who listen to us faithfully in our podcast version. That might be on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or Buzzsprout. Some of you are like, you know what, Sharvette? I just hang out over at Sharvette.com. That's the easiest and the best place to catch up on all of our guests, see bios, listen to past shows, and see past shows. And while you're at it over on YouTube, subscribe to any channel you're watching this on. Go ahead and hit subscribe because I know you like this content. And we're glad to have you. Listen, shout out to Dr. Valerie Williams Harris coming on in from Petersburg, Virginia. Shout out to Michelle Roberts. Hello, Atlanta, GA in the house. Hello, Gwen Finley coming in from Richmond, Virginia. We are excited to have you all. So let's get this party started officially. As I introduce our guest who's hanging out in the virtual green room, go ahead and hit share wherever you're watching and share this broadcast out. So Dana Wilson is with us. She is an educator. She's a coach. She's a certified trichologist. She is a Sisterlocks consultant. She's an empowerment coach. She's a certified bioresearch assistant. She is a certified cold capper. She's a veteran, an author, and a proud mother of a son on the autism spectrum. Let me tell you, Dana does not let any grass grow under her feet. She has a bachelor's degree in business administration, and she serves as the director and CEO of Hair Cares Inc., providing in-person and virtual hair growth services, Sisterlocks business consulting, and personal coaching. Dana is on a mission to educate and support hair care professionals as the first line of defense for clients experiencing hair loss. Put your virtual hands together as we welcome Dana Wilson up to the mic. Hey, Dana. Hey.
Oh, my Lord.
Listen, wait a minute. The applause is coming in. I don't know if you hear it. Did you hear it? Listen, we are excited. I tell you, I don't know how you do it all, but you do it with so much grace, everything that you do. And so we're excited to just, you're no stranger to the show, but we're excited to have you back and get caught up on all the great things that you're doing these days. And so let's jump right on in. And so we want to hear the start of the story. What inspired you to become a certified trichologist and really launch Hair Cares Inc.?
That's a great question, and I'm gonna give you the short version because I can go on and on. But truly, I started having hair loss. It's just that simple. I started my hair care professional career as a Sisterlocks consultant, And I've been in the business for about 25 years now.
Wow.
And over the years, I've seen clients experience hair loss.
Mm-hmm.
And I would do my best to support them and share what I thought they should be doing with their hair.
Uh-huh.
But they would go to the dermatologist and come back with all these different lotions and potions, and it never stuck and stayed, right? The hair.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I start losing my hair.
Mm.
And it wasn't the kind of hair loss that where hair was falling all over the place or in the shower. It was just a loss of density that I was seeing. And I contacted a friend of mine who was a consultant, and she said, "Well, I'm going to school for trichology." And I said, "What is that?" And she
Uh-huh.
said, "It's about hair and hair loss and scalp disorders." I'm like, "Okay." And she said, "When the last time you had a physical?" And I said, "Well,
Mm.
now what did that have to do with anything, right?"
Right.
I'm losing my hair, right? And so
Uh-huh.
she goes on to share that it really is about the inside out.
Mm.
So that our hair, for some of us that are blessed, right, that
Yeah.
our hair is the barometer to our body, and our hair will be a signal that something's going on internally. And so, of course, after
Mm.
diving into my health around my hair, I needed to know more so I can support my clients. And that's how I became a certified trichologist. Thus, I rebranded myself as Hair Cares Inc. because it was more than just Sisterlocks, right? It was
Yeah.
about hair in general and about wellness in general. So that's how I got started. So now
Wow.
I'm totally passionate about not only helping clients, but the hair care professional,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Wow, and so for those that are saying, okay, the trichology, that just like you said, what is that?
right.
This is the first time that they're hearing it. Why should hair care professionals really pay attention, to trichology, and what is included in that? You touch a little bit on it. Yeah.
So trichology itself is the study of hair, hair loss, and scalp disorders. So a hair care professional, rather you are a braider, you are a loctician, a Sisterlocks Consultant, or a cosmetologist, or you that girl in your kitchen doing hair, and you still got the people maybe sitting down on the floor doing the hair. You're a hair care professional, and we need to be able to support our clientele around this epidemic because that's what it is right now. Our
Mm.
community, in general, is having a real hard time with hair loss. You're seeing it more and more.
What's causing, like, can you pinpoint? And I'm sure there's some things that's causing it.
It is so personal, but
Mm.
some of the root causes is vitamin deficiency. It could be like low iron, hormonal imbalance,
Yeah.
things of that nature. Just a lot of it is mostly internal. There is
Mm.
one alopecia, which is called traction alopecia, that it is exacerbated by pulling and tugging on your hair follicles.
Uh-huh.
However, the other alopecias, and I say alopecias meaning the alopecia has a first and a last name,
Oh,
right?
wow.
First and the last name. So if you have clients come and say, they say I had alopecia. Well, alopecia itself is hair loss, but each alopecia has a first and a last name, and that will tell us where it comes from, what's going on in your body that's having this happen. Right.
Wow. Listeners, you are learning stuff already here on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show as we're chatting with Dana Wilson, Hair Cares Inc. CEO. Okay. So you're getting right into it because this is like scalp health, right? And so what are maybe a few signs that people could, see that their scalp is crying out for help?
It's itching. Your scalp is itching, right? And it's the kind of
Mm.
itch that you can't get or you can't scratch. That
Yeah.
kind of intense itching. It is tender. Your scalp is tender,
Wow.
right? Or it is excessively flaky. Those are three signs that something might be going on with your scalp, and
Wow.
that's internal. That's
Yeah.
internal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Listen, Dr. Val said, teach Miss Dana, teach in here, teach in here. Lynn is saying,
Yeah.
teach in here. And I agree. Erica, welcome to the studio. She said, wow, a first and a last name, because we
Yes.
just hear alopecia. And there it evidently sounds like from what you're saying, there are different degrees. I know I have a little cousin. Matter of fact, I think her birthday is today, where she was born, and there is no, she doesn't have any hair at all.
Okay.
And so that's one level of alopecia,
Yes.
but certainly there are other things that are going on. And so you are definitely on a mission around, helping hair care professionals. And you've already kind of talked, like, there's this connection, like mind, body, spirit,
Yes.
all of the wellness, and hair is so personal. And if people are experiencing, and is this happening men and women?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, and men for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, but my soft spot, sweet spot is for the woman, of course. But yes. The statistics are staggering about hair loss.
Wow, interesting.
Really
Interesting. And so you talk about hair, every strand counts. That's kind of like one of your taglines, every strand counts. You actually are featured in my 6-book collaboration called Prepare for Purpose, Your Invitation to the Next Level. Your chapter was called Every Strand Counts. Why has that like phrase just really, clung to you? Y'all can order your copies from Dana.
So every strand counts for me. It means a couple of things. One, every strand literally does count, right? Because I suffered from hair loss. So every strand really does count for the person who are experiencing hair loss, right? We're trying to keep every strand we can, right? It makes a difference for the overall look. But also every strand counts in our lives, right? There was a lot of things that led up to you losing your hair, right? Typically, statistics say that you lose between 30 and 50% of your hair before you can see it with the naked eye. So it takes some time for you to actually see what's going on. So it took time for your body to be going through whatever it's going through to show up in this way. And so every strand is counting leading up to that. And every strand counts in our lives that has me here, here on this show talking about hair loss. Things happen in my life to get me here. Right?
And looking beautifully with hair. This is your hair that is on your head.
Yes.
So if you're listening to the podcast version, you need to go over to YouTube, youtube.com/Sharvette, and look at this beautiful Dana. I know we're on your YouTube channel. Shout out your YouTube channel.
Yes. Hair Cares Inc. is my YouTube channel. Please go there. Yes.
Oh, right. And connect. So, living testament. Absolutely. I see a couple questions coming in. So Erica Brooks, thank you. How many different types of alopecia are there?
It's a lot. It's a lot, Erica. It's a lot. I could just think of at least 6 or 7 off the top of my head. Yes.
Wow. Okay. It's a lot in there. Thank you. Roberto coming in from New York. Thank you for your transparency. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Betty Jean Stanley Mitchell is here. Hey, Carolyn, in the comments, we see you. And so you have put together an amazing upcoming conference that you are going to be, just doing a whole bunch of stuff. And listen, I think before we even get started, you have this amazing conference video. I wanna share that, and then we're gonna come back and talk about the conference. So I'm gonna let you go back to the virtual green room, and let's go ahead and we're gonna share a little bit. This great. I'm telling you, like, this just great. You know what? I think the applause, I think y'all are still applauding. I think that's what's going on here. Okay, I see here. Thank you. I was hearing applause. Thank you for the applause. I was hearing applause, and I was like, why am I still hearing applause? We got it taken care of. So check out this great video about the upcoming summit, and we're going to talk more about it with Dana.
I'm Dana Wilson, CEO and Director of Hair Cares Inc., and I'm inviting you to PC Hair Growth Together, expanding hair care with hair loss solutions. Hair loss is more than a cosmetic issue. It's a growing concern for clients everywhere. As a hair care professional, We have the opportunity to do more than just style. We can provide real solutions. The key is understanding scalp health, hair growth, and holistic with a W solutions, and that's exactly what you'll gain.
Healthy hair begins within, so it is important that we take a holistic approach to healthy hair and healthy hair growth, meaning we focus on the body and not just the hair. Hair products are not enough. It is so important that we focus on scalp care and body wellness. Join us for piecing hair growth together, expanding hair care with hair loss solutions.
You'll leave with expert insights, a roadmap to expand your services, and practical solutions that you can implement into your business immediately. Secure your spot at www.haircaresinc.com, and remember, every strand counts.
All right, every strand counts, and so I just wanted that's such a great video there, and I wanted to just share that so that the audience can get more information. But tell us what sparked this piecing hair growth together in this conference.
So this summit is like a dream realized, right? I had this dream a long time ago to do this summit, and I'm finally able to deliver. But this summit is juicy, juicy, juicy. I have so many experienced, knowledgeable women that's going to be there sharing their expertise. This summit is really for the licensed and unlicensed hair care professional who really want to level up and fully serve their clientele who are experiencing hair loss. And so it will be June 7th. Some of the speakers that we have several doctors that will be in the house. Dr. Valerie Harris, she'll be our MC. She is an empowerment coach. Dr. Crystal Porter, she is a hair scientist. So she'll be talking about the science of hair. Dr. Utrelia Lee, she is a holistic nutritionist and a health regeneration specialist. Lori Huckabee is a clinical dermatrichologist. So this is going to be really good. Nadia Hughes is a holistic practitioner of trichology, and she's going to be talking about biohacking scarring alopecia, which is really, really huge because scarring alopecia affects African-American women in a real way. Okay. 90% of the cases of scar alopecia is within the African-American community.
Wow.
We have Emily Patino. She is a Nutramex consultant. Lanique Marshall, Karen Flowers, Terry Battle, and Cherise Huntley. They are local Richmond area trichologists, and they're going to be talking about why you should include hair loss services in your business. So this is exciting. We're going to have live demos, and it's going to be jam-packed from 8:30 to 5 p.m.
Wow.
You don't want to miss any of it. Okay.
You don't want to miss any of it. Let me capture Michelle Roberts. I loved wigs and weaves for years. Didn't take care of my hair underneath and thus suffered hair loss. I know my hair person knew, but they never said anything. Ooh, that's an ouch and a sting.
Yes, Michelle, this is thank you for sharing that, because that's part of why I'm doing this, because what's happening is the hair care professional that does not have the words to articulate what's going on sometimes could be afraid to share with the client because they believe that the client is going to blame the hair loss on them. Right. And so I want to give them the language and some solutions to share about hair loss so they can feel confident about it. But yes, the hair care professional is the first line of defense. And as we know, hair loss is from within. So we can be saving lives. It's not even just about the hair. We can be saving lives by sharing with our clients that something's going on. You might want to consider looking inside.
Woo. Thank you, Michelle, for sharing that. Yes, Dr. Janine Hyman, every strand counts. Absolutely. Yes. Let me capture this. Deborah. Hey, Deborah. She says, I have a perm. What hair care can I use for my dry scalp?
So here's what I would say, Deborah. First, we need to figure out if it really is dry scalp. because here is a number one thing that people get wrong. They think because they see flakes that means it's a dry scalp. And a lot of times it is an overproduction of oil. Our scalp secretes oil every day. And depending on what you put in your body will determine the kind of oil you secrete. And what happens is that oil turns into a solid, which shows up as flakes. So we need to figure out, is this oily scalp or it really is dry scalp?
Oh, wow. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. And I think that's similar, maybe response to this. Roberto said, who would you recommend for men?
Well, anyway, you can go anywhere, Roberto. I mean, you can go to a trichologist or a dermatologist. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It is still within.
It is still within. Great. Thank you all for the questions. And so let's give all the details again. So what is this? Where is this? And who is this for?
Peace and Hair Growth Together. It is expanding hair care with hair loss solutions. So you will leave there with solutions to support your clientele immediately. And it's Saturday, June 7th. It is at the Delta Hotel Marriott in Colonial Heights, Virginia, right outside of Richmond. And this is for the hair care professional. And if you're a client, send your professional to the
if you're so like Michelle could have said, you need to go to this. And so it's really so we do want to stress this is for the professional. And I love you said at the top of the show, you kind of name some of the hair care. Could you restate just if it's the braider, if it's like restate who all would benefit?
This is for the unlicensed and licensed professional. This is for the braider, the loctician, the Sisterlocks Consultant. This is the person that's making cranial prostheses and wigs, that's putting the tracks in. This is for the person that's doing hair in her kitchen and her living room. This is for any hair care professional, because you are the first line of defense for your clientele. And so this summit is all about supporting you with the language and the solutions to help your clients that are experiencing hair loss.
Wow. And as a hair care provider, wherever you fall in that spectrum, that is going to make, now I'm putting my marketing hat and my branding hat on, that is going to make you, whenever you have more solutions, people pay for solutions to problems.
Absolutely.
People look for solutions and they pay for solutions to problems. So the more solutions you are equipped with, you will have more, you will be able to charge more and help more customers because you will have new solutions. So where can people go to purchase tickets and find out all the schedule and all that good stuff?
Yes, you can go to my website. It is haircaresinc.com/hair growth summit. And all the details are there. The schedule is there of the topics that it was going to be spoke about as well. But yes, haircaresinc.com/hair growth summit is where you go.
Great. And the main website, Hair Cares, like you care, haircaresinc.com. If you're on YouTube, look down below in the show notes. If you, wherever you're watching, look down below in the show notes. If you're listening to the podcast version, look down below in the show notes. We've made the links there so you can just click right on through and see the ticket price and purchase and make your way there. And I'm telling you what, hey, Pastor Kathleen, thank you so much for stopping in. Looking forward to being, Lynn is saying, looking forward to being in the room on June 7th again. Yes. Hey, Yolanda, thank you for stopping on in as always. And so, Dana, what would you say to, or what advice do you have for women who are kind of silently struggling with hair loss, but they don't know where to start or they don't know who to talk to?
I would say, do not suffer in silence.
Mm-hmm.
You do not have to suffer in silence. There is solutions out there for you, right? Go see a trichologist. Ask some questions to your hair care professional, demand some answers, right? But you don't have to suffer in silence. There is so much out here, new science and technology that can help you with it. Also, don't wait, okay? The longer you wait, the worse it gets. The harder it is to recover. So people need to do preventative measures as well. And if you see something, go see somebody immediately.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it sounds like so all hope is not lost. So, sometimes when people will see and like, oh, will I be able to grow it back? Are there situations where maybe some of it doesn't come back? The main thing is to try to tackle it as soon as possible.
Yeah, like any other medical issue, they always tell you the sooner the better, right? Early detection is better, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with hair loss. If you see any, even if you can't articulate, just something look different, you need to go get checked out, because there are solutions out there for you all, for sure.
Wow. And
Yes.
certainly one more time, Piecing Hair Growth Together Summit. Give us all the details. I want to pop up the flyer one more time so y'all can have a look, and let's run through the speakers again.
Yes, please. Thank you. Piecing Hair Growth Together, expanding hair care with hair loss solution. This is for the hair care professional who wants to level up and be able to fully service their clientele. Saturday, June 7th. It is 8:30 to 5:30 all day, including lunch, everybody, because we got to feed you. We're going to be jam-packed. We have Dr. Valerie here. She is our MC. She is an empowerment coach, and she's going to be charging us with stepping up and stepping out amongst the crowd to be able to service our clients. We have Dr. Crystal Porter, our hair scientist. Dr. Lee, she is a holistic nutritionist and a health regeneration specialist. Lori Huckabee, she is a dermatrichologist. We have Nadia Hughes. She is a holistic practitioner of trichology. Emily Panito, she is a Nutrimexic consultant. And we have local trichologists. They are all hair pros who decided that they needed to level up and service their clients. So they are all now certified trichologists. That's Lanique Marshall, Karen Flowers, Terry Battle, and Sharice Huntley. I'm so happy for everyone to have accepted my invitation to be here. This is going to be the bomb.com. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Listen, it is going to be amazing. And shout out to LaShawanda Moore over on Instagram. She said, hey, y'all. And she said stress caused hair loss.
Oh, absolutely.
Any thoughts around that?
Oh, yes, for sure. One of the things that you shared in my bio is that I have a son who's on the spectrum. I was also military, and we all have stresses in our lives, right? Yeah. And it really does show up physically. It really, really does. So stress, it could be a huge player in why you're losing your hair. It is mind, body, and spirit. Mind, body, and spirit, right? Yeah. So we have to take care of ourselves in that area. Around.
Good. How can people so if someone is saying, well, you're a trichologist, can you work with me? Like, I am a client. Can people work with you? What would be the best way for them?
Absolutely. They go to haircaresinc.com and you click on my Tricho tab, and you can absolutely schedule a complimentary consult first to make sure that we are on the same page. And you can absolutely, I do it virtual and in person as well.
Great. And how can they follow you on all your social media?
You go, obviously my website is haircaresinc.com, but on Facebook and Instagram and even YouTube is at haircaresinc. And hey, join me also. I have some Facebook groups. Trichologists is one of them, and then the Sisterlocks Society is another.
Wow. And we know, like, the big, huge, you have very huge presence in those arenas. And so certainly if you are in those arenas, you want to connect with Dana. Yes, absolutely. And so if you just came in, listen, we see the numbers come. Listen, we're glad to have you here. You will be able to watch and listen to the replay of this wherever you are. We're on episode 760 here, a business spotlight, piecing hair loss together with Dana Wilson. Thank you all for being active in the chat. Thank you, Crystal. She said amazing network. Roberto said mind, body, and spirit for hair loss. Yes. And Crystal, thank you. She said Dana is truly a gifted wellness professional.
Oh,
I could not agree. I could not agree more. And Lynn is saying, exciting. Never heard of a conference like this before. Like, is there anything? listen, you brought it to the Virginia. So
it's the first one in Virginia for sure.
Yeah. So the goal of the show is to motivate, excite, and influence. And we want to know what continues to motivate Dana Wilson.
Every strand counts is really what motivates me. And that's in my personal life. That's in my business, knowing that everything leads up to where you are and everything adds up. So we have to be intentional about what we're doing.
Yeah, well said. Listen, our time flew on by. Thank you so much again. Thank you also for inviting your audience in, so we see your channels and broadcast. Because we are, listen, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like we're on 8 different channels and platforms. And again, thank you to our those that are listening to our podcast. Thank you, Erica. She said this is so good. We're glad you stopped in and checked us out. All right, Dana, it is a wrap. We love working with you, love just seeing all the transformations that you have for your clients. And thank you for just being who you are.
Thank you for having me, Sharvette.
All right, you're welcome. Woo! Okay, amazing. Again, if you missed any portion of it, or if you're like, wait, I need the details again, I think I missed it. Simplest way, easiest way is to jump over to my main website, which is Sharvette.com. We have a full blog post of Dana. We have her bio. We have links to her website, links to the conference, the flyer for the conference, her social media connections. So Sharvette.com is one of the best ways to make sure you have all the connection points. Purchase tickets, buy tickets. Again, she talked about the professionals, hair care professionals or hair stylists or anyone in hair. This is going to be definitely beneficial for you. And it's going to be here in Virginia. So you can get to Virginia, as they say, bike, train, plane, roller skates. You can walk there. So you want to be there. And I agree with you, Crystal, that Dana is a very caring person. Thank you, Lady Di, for joining us. Awesome. Thank you, Gwen is giving us some shout outs. All right, it's a wrap here on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Sharvette Mitchell, CEO of Mitchell Productions, which is a marketing and professional development firm. You can find out more about us on our main website, Sharvette.com, as well as seeing any of our past guests and upcoming guests. And it's going to be a wrap. We'll see you all later on the web.
Live from Richmond, Virginia, you've been listening to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Catch Sharvette Mitchell every Tuesday at 6 p.m., interviewing all the stars you want to hear from. So until next week, stay motivated, excited, and influenced. This is the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show.